students, welcome to today's session. This is Sweta Roy, your English Master Teacher at Vedantu. And today we are going to start with the second session on the poem Road Not Taken. I hope you have already watched the previous video on the Road Not Taken where I have analyzed the poem entirely and also talked about the poetic devices, right? So in this session, let's move ahead with the question answers, guys. So very important, and yes, not only the question answers, I'm going to cover the theme, the title, and some important questions. So basically, if you understand the theme and the title, so any question that you are going to be asked, you can very well answer that, right? So please try and understand the theme and the title and prepare accordingly, and of course the symbolic meaning, right? So please prepare accordingly and please be very attentive in today's session. It's very important. Moving ahead. So first of all, guys, tell me, how's your study going and how's your preparation for your board exam going? So guys, let us talk about the basic problems that you all are facing, especially in the years, recent times of pandemic. So we all have conducted surveys. So on the basis of that, and also I am seeing people all around me, students around me, right? They are suffering so much because of the, because of this pandemic, and their education is suffering, right? Why? Because of the lack of proper structure, the lack of proper clarity, right? So the problems after analyzing everything, what we have tried and identified, I hope you all will agree with me, I think you all will agree with me, the problems that students face majorly, right? In their Zoom classes, maybe now your classes are going in maybe Zoom or WebEx or whatever it is, right? So the problem that you face is you are not so connected with your teacher, so you have doubts cannot be conveyed to your teacher. The chat is on, or you know students are talking amongst themselves, or even if the teacher is disabling the chat, then still your doubts, they are not able to reach your teacher. That is the major issue that you are facing. And if I don't even consider the pandemic, this is a general problem, right guys? Doubts remain unsolved. Notes, you don't know where to get the notes from. Tests and assignments, you do have tests, but you don't get good marks because you are having that lack of clarity in the understanding of the concept, because the education that now you are getting is not having a proper structure. You are facing that particular that proper guidance which is recently needed. And then of course assignments, even if you get, sometimes you don't get, even if you get, you are not able to solve those, right? Competitive exams, you want to crack so many competitive exams, right? So for that you also require guidance which you are not getting. Choice of schedule and choice of language remains another, remain other important problems of the students. So we at Vedantu platform have solved all the problems, guys. Doubts you are not going to face anymore. Why? Because we have special team specially catering to your doubts, and definitely class teachers are there to take care specially for your doubts, right? Not only class teachers, the master teachers are also very keenly working towards that, right? Notes, after each assignment you are going to get notes. Tests, we are conducting tests as well, monthly tests, and we are also giving the performance report of those tests. So if you see the performance report, what it helps you in which way is that you can understand, you can analyze your complete performance. This is the portion which I lag behind, so this is the chapter particular, or this is the topic from particular chapter which I need to revise once again. Revision part remains no longer a problem if you have the Vedantu subscription, guys. You are continuously giving mock tests, 200 plus mock tests we have, and 50 plus courses, we have. All you are going to get only with one subscription, guys. So yes, competitive exams are also taken care of. Various Olympiad and other competitive exams schedule does not become a hurdle to you anymore. We provide you time slots based on your convenience. You just select your own schedule. Choice of language, not an issue, guys. We have Hindi as well as English, both the mediums, right, guys? Apart from this, as I told you, unlimited live classes. These are the bonus features that we provide in our platform Vedantu. All micro course and crash courses. So Micro course, what is that? As I told you, see, if you enroll, you're definitely going to get the long-term batch, right? So that is also you are getting. And in long-term batch, we provide the complete syllabus, right? So complete syllabus is going to be in a structured manner in sync with your school curriculum. Now suppose the performance report that you have got, you have noticed that this is the chapter in which I need to focus more and I need a revision of that chapter. So for that particular chapter, you can also attend the micro course, right? So that you can revise the chapter once again. Crash course enables your complete revision at one go. Performance report I already talked about. And the best part is that you are always getting personalized attention. So nothing, no gap remains in the platform, right? So when you are in this platform, Vedantu platform, you are subscribing to this, you will not find a single missing link, guys, right? So what you need to do is, yes, and the best part is we are providing you 6 subjects. So one thing which most students misunderstand is what they do is they go for only 2 subjects, maybe 2 or 3, which they find that okay, I need extra tuition for these subjects, and the rest of the subjects that they leave unattended somehow, because their focus is more on that, because they are having school also and extra tuition for that. So their complete focus is there. Suppose, let's say XYZ, right? And what about ABC? ABC, they are leaving behind. So what happens is that even if you score 90% above in suppose science and maths, and you score only 70 and 75, thinking that yes, in the last moment I will do it, but you have not prepared, not revised more and more, which is needed to score that marks, that amount of marks. So as a result, what happens? Your entire graph goes down, right? So that is the reason why Vedantu students, the maximum number of students scored more than 90%, because we here believe not only in hard work but also in smart work, and we believe in individual subject, giving importance to each and every subject and individualized attention as well. So that is needed. The guidance that we provide is a much must needed for securing the top marks. And what are you paying? Absolutely, just look at the pay structure as well, right? So in terms of pricing also, this is quite reasonable, guys, so no need to worry about anything, right? So 6 subjects we are providing: math, science, physics, maths, physics, chemistry, biology, English, and social science, right? What you need to do is visit vdnt.in/ytpro, and these are the options which you need to choose. Choose your grade, choose your board, check out the details, click on get subscription. So whatever I have explained right away, all are mentioned over here. So good content quality, good guidance, planned method of studying, these are the essential elements of securing, needed for securing top marks, and it is only and only provided in our platform, guys, right? So this is specifically designed for you, my children. So kindly avail this opportunity. Don't miss this opportunity, right? And we have 3 types of subscription: 1 month, 3 months, 6 months. So you can see the pricing of the subscription. If you ask for for the cost effectiveness, then I would recommend you to go for the 6 months, because that duration is essential, right, in order to give structure to your education, and the revision, the complete revision, mock test, etc., etc., whatever features we have, right? 6 months duration is essential to have a comprehensive study and continuous study, right, and continuous guidance as well. And the payment, when you are taking 1 month every time, then you are actually paying more than what you are paying when you are paying all at once for 6 months. So definitely 6 months would be a wise option according to me. Rest is again, you are better, that is again depending on your convenience, right? So 6 months. Okay, guys. Anyways, you can also go for 1 month or 3 months if you want to give it a shot. So what you need to do is just visit vdat.in, and yes, if you see the pricing, that is 11,499. If you apply the coupon code, it becomes 9774. If you calculate, you will see that you are not even paying more than 9 to 10 or 8 to 9 rupees, not even 10 rupees per class. And for catering to all your needs, notes, We have we will give you the teachers notes. So yes, teachers are there, master teachers are there, class teachers are involved, content team is involved, so many team is involved, technical team is involved, the product that you use, the features, the product team is involved. So so many people are involved, specialized specially to cater to your needs, and you are just paying a rupee, not more than that, to each and every team, guys. So that is quite reasonable when it comes to your pricing, not more than even 10 rupees per class, right, guys? So do not miss this amazing opportunity. Use the coupon code SWREPRO to get flat 15% discount. If you do not use the coupon code, you will get more. I mean, the price would be more, as you can see from the screen itself, right? So please do not forget to apply the coupon code and end up paying more than you actually can, right? So please do apply the coupon code, right? SWREPRO. With that, we enter our discussion today on the road not taken by Robert Frost, right? So you already know about Robert Frost. In the previous session we have already discussed, right? So we have completed with the analysis of the poem, and now we are going to start with the theme, title, important discussions, right, of the question answers. Thank you for all your comments, but in the previous session I did not receive more comments, so I only got one answer. So thank you, Mayuri, for your inputs, right? So this is one of them. So she appreciates this poem. We have to choose the part which is less traveled. Okay, so she has written, this is from her point of view, right? So you also could give your inputs in today's session for the previous session as well, so that I could read your comments. I love to read your all of your comments, guys. So thank you, Mayuri, for your amazing input. Please, guys, comment. I mean, you have not commented in the previous session more, right? So your comments are missing, so that the charm, your comments add to the charm of the lesson, right? So I really appreciate your comments. So please don't forget to comment on the sessions, and comment on the poem, and comment on the answer, comment on the homework answer. Please do that, right? Somewhere you are also preparing for your answers as well when you are commenting. And if you read each other's comment, you can take point from each other's comment. You have a wonderful discussion in the platform as well. So please utilize that. Right, so now talking about the theme of the poem is, first theme is choices. It talks about, if metaphorically speaking, of course, the two roads separating represents the different choices that we have to take in our life, which is going to define our destiny, right? So when the speaker is coming to a forked road, that is symbolizing the choice he must make in our life, and that is applicable to all of us, isn't it, guys? Next is, he has to make one choice. So we also in our lives come across so many and a pool of choices, and we need to choose only one. And we do not know what is going to be the outcome, right? The poet similarly tries to waver, which is the waver, and try to weigh upon the positive and the negative sides of both the roads, right? And he stops at the fork, and he tries to look to where to the point where the road bends in the undergrowth, right? So that is again symbolic of us trying to waver different choices, trying to weigh different choices, not waver, sorry, weigh different choices, right? That we have. Right. So the choice that he has made has made all the difference in his life. That is at the end of the poem. That is what he says. But is this difference, something? Is he appreciating the difference, or is he, talking about something worse? That remains ambiguous, right? So the sigh, as I explained in the previous stanza, the previous session as well, the sigh that he takes at the end of the poem is that sigh of relief that he is capable of making his life different from the rest, or is it a sigh of, a sad sigh, because he, regrets not having taken the other road? Because the title again points out to the fact that the road not taken. So is he trying to regret because he has not taken one road, or is he happy that he has taken a path, he has chosen a path that has created his life which is different from the rest, and have and it has made him unique, right? And separate from the rest, not, he has not gone with the herd mentality. Is that, that is the commonly that is the common, what to say, that is how we interpret the poem commonly, right? That it is talking about individuality, and it is talking about unique properties of an individual, and the road that one takes, right? And it does not go for the herd mentality, and he takes a road which is separate from the rest. But again, the points that he has constantly stated in the poem by saying whether it is, whether it is a regret, or is it is he happy about the fact, that again remains, that again is a point to be debated upon. Now we come to the significance of the title. Now the title of the poem is important because this title leads to great interpretations as well as misinterpretation, right? So the title is not what the road less traveled, because the poem is mainly interpreted as something like the road which is less traveled, right? That is how we interpret it, right? That means he has made a difference in his life by traveling into a road where most of the people have not traveled. So he is not going with the herd mentality, he is making his own way, and that is how he is different from the rest. That is the common reading of the poem. However, the title is The Road Not Taken. So is it pointing towards the fact that he is regretting that he couldn't take the other road? And most and also he has in various portions of the poem, he has also pointed out initially the road, one road looked as if it is grassy, and it wanted to be, it wanted somebody to step on it. However, when he traveled a distance, he saw that both the roads looked the same, and then he also wanted to return back. He did not understand which road to take. He could not take that decision, and he also wanted to get back again the next day in order to travel the other road. So all these points out to the title again, right? So as I told you, if the title were the road less traveled, the poem would have a stranger focus on non-conformity. However, it is not that, right? Okay. So the poet focuses on the poem, sorry, the title, The Road Not Taken, focuses the poem on lost opportunities, right? Because it is talking about the road not taken. So is it focusing on the lost opportunities? Do we need to sometimes make a choice, and sometimes we need to lose the other one, other choices? So when we are taking one, we are choosing one, suppose road A and road B, when we are choosing B, after what to say, after weighing upon the positive and negatives of both, right? Sometimes we do regret, why didn't we choose the first one, right? So is it about that, right? So now we come to the important question answers. First of all, what is the moral presented by the poet in the poem The Road Not Taken, which is quite similar to the theme? So basically the same answer, just molding according to the question. So any answer that comes from this point, this poem, please try and bring in the symbolic meaning. I'm telling you again and again. I have already explained the symbolic meaning in the previous video, and here also when I talked about the theme, right? So please incorporate those points that has been already talked about while you write any answer related to this poem. It is very important. Otherwise, you would, get less marks than the other. So in order to make your answer outstanding and unique, just as the road not taken talks about, as it is misread as unique opportunities. So you need to make your answer unique. So in order to make that, you need to write something, out of the box, right? Okay. So this is an inspirational poem and quite tricky according to the poet Robert Frost. So he himself calls this poem very tricky because two or various multiple interpretations pop up when we talk about this poem, right? Even when I was a child and I read this poem, I also, thought that this poem talks about unique opportunities, and it's talking about, embracing the uniqueness in you and all that. But now I have understood that it can be construed, it is sometimes misconstrued, and it could be, it could have multiple other meanings as well. So the poet himself has said that this poem is tricky. right? So please mention, you could mention this in poem in your answers as well, right? The traveler comes to a fork and wishes to take both, which is impossible, right? So he comes to a fork in our life. So here also you keep on mentioning the symbolic meaning. Since I have not mentioned, but I'm telling you, please keep on mentioning the symbolic meaning. So when I'm explaining, I'm also telling you the symbolic meaning as well simultaneously. So do that in your answer as well. One of the roads is described as grassy and wanted wear, and then he says that both the roads look the same. So after you have said, please mention the symbolic meaning that in our lives also we come across various choices, and the roads symbolize the choices and that we have to make. And after going a certain distance, we somehow sometimes think about the choice that we did not take, and we try to ponder upon the fact that what if we had taken we had chosen the other choice that we did not, right? So please include this. This represents the eternal dilemma of man. So as I told you, he finds the grass greener always on the other side. Very, very, very important point. So this is the dilemma which is represented in the poem. Okay, so this poem is a call for the reader to forge his or her way in life, and not follow the path that others have taken. This is another interpretation, the common interpretation that we have. The poem encourages self-reliance, reinforces the power of independent thinking and sticking to one's decision. Definitely. So we should, whatever decision we have taken, of course, there is a human nature that we always are in a dilemma. Even after taking a road, we try and come back to the other road, and that talks about the dilemma faced by each and every individual, the eternal dilemma that is common to each and every individual. However, the poem encourages self-reliance and also sticking to one's decision. That is very, very, very important. The poet does not moralize about choice. He simply says that choice is inevitable and you will never know till you have lived the difference, right? So there is nothing right or wrong about choice. As I always already told you in the previous session also, the journey is very important. We all are travelers in the journey of our life. The journey itself is very important. It's not about the path that you have chosen, whether it is correct or not, but unless and until you explore that path, you tread on that path, you will not understand whether it is right or wrong. So try and explore every possibility, right? Don't think that this is wrong or this is right. Try and explore each and every possibility. Whatever direction one takes, one must back it with determination and zest, for one can never turn the clock back. Always remember, once you have chosen one path, you can never return back to zero and again start, right? So for that, you need the determination and zest to keep going on that path, and don't think about returning back again or reliving that moment. Why was it so difficult for the poet to make a decision? Very important. So it was difficult, and as I told you that the poet was writing about Edward Thomas, right? So please mention the fact. If you mention that fact, please watch the video I have talked about, previous video I've talked about that as well. So please mention that fact as well when you are writing about the decision, because that is related, right? So talk about Edward Thomas in one line, that will give you extra marks, okay? And also talk about the symbolic meaning. So he had no idea what any of them had in store for them. So that is why it was very difficult for him. And also talk about the symbolic meaning, which is which I just now explained about, human beings facing the eternal dilemma. So basically, if you see, all the questions are having the same answer almost, just you need to mold it according to the question. So that is why I told you that please try and understand the theme of the poem. Okay, theme and title, if you understand these 2 points, this poem is nothing. Okay, so, and the symbolic meaning, of course. Which road does the poet choose? Why is he happy about the decision? A very important question. He chose the road not frequented, which again you can talk here about Edward Thomas, which had not been trodden so far, reflecting and arguing with himself that someday maybe he would come back, find the road and walk on it, right? But somewhere in his mind, he was troubled with the thought that maybe he would not be able to do so. Definitely, that is mentioned very clearly in the poem. Life does not deal in rewinding. So this is again talking about the symbolic meaning, which see you have, I have also tried to incorporate. So you also need to incorporate in your answers as well. And yes, rewinding and coming back to end one's decision or undo mistakes. So we cannot, whatever we have done, we cannot undo it, right? So that is all about life, and life goes on. So the journey is more important than the destination, right? So we have to continue with the decision we once make, whatever the outcome, right? So this is your homework, guys. The homework question, please do comment on the homework question, right? I am seeing less comments nowadays. So please, I love to read your comments, right? So have you ever had to make a difficult choice? Or do you think you will have difficult choices to make? How will you make the choice? For what reason? So what have you basically learned from this poem? And based on this poem, how now, suppose you thought about making a choice in a particular way, what has this poem changed in you? Okay, so that is basically what you need to write in this answer. I hope you all will comment, and don't forget to hit the like button, guys. Okay, so this is a new channel only and only for you guys, so please don't forget to hit the like button, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't yet subscribed. This is only and only for you. Okay, so before you go, talking about Vedantu subscription, do not forget the coupon code also. And yes, what you need to do is visit that link and you need to choose your grade, choose your board, check out the details. I have already explained all the details at length. So you just need to, cross check whether whatever I'm saying is there or not, right? And when you are satisfied, click on get subscription. I talked about all the three kinds of subscription, and I told you that 6 months would be beneficial for you all. So just visit this link, use the coupon code SWREPRO. And if you do not use the coupon code, you end up paying more. So kindly use the coupon code for the flat 15% discount. So thanks for watching, and don't forget to hit the like button and do comment on the homework question. That is also a preparation for your answer as well. And yes, do subscribe. You can reach me out at any time that you know, right? So thank you so much. Take care. See you again in the next video very soon, next session very soon. Till then, take care. Bye bye.